Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Facing the Music with Terry Oldfield. My name is John Valdivia, producer at idesound.com. This series, curated from candid conversations, will introduce a return to the mystery and wonder of existence, as well as our necessity to confront ourselves. We shall also feature selected pieces from Terry's extensive musical anthology. In this episode, Terry explores the peace that comes from being present with what is, and the futility of trying to force things into what we want them to be. Welcome to Facing the Music.
When you drop into this space, it's peaceful. It's not got anything going on in it, because it's only got something going on in it when there is the I am happy, I am sad, I am Terry, I am... You've got this identification with the constant, seeing objects. And the dependency on these objects is actually what creates suffering, because, as the Buddha said, craving and aversion is the source of all suffering. We don't have a choice. All we're doing here is being with what is, and when you relax into that, then there is just that sense of peace. This is what Ramana used to do in his teaching in his yoga hall. He used to just sit on his dais, on his divan, on a tiger skin, and he never used to say anything. And people would come in, they sit for 2 or 3 hours with him, and they get incredible stuff. I strongly recommend Paul Brunton's book, A Search in Secret India. He totally gets it. But it's the voice of the silence that he heard. No intellectual argument, because, there comes a time when somebody like him, who is totally stuck in his head, it needs the silence to wash the whole thing clean. You can't put in more stuff to something that's already full, I mean, the meditation is what Krishnamurti referred to as meditation. He said it's extraordinarily important, but it's not something you do. The meditation is when you're living without thinking, without being in that stream of thinking. You actually function far better and much more efficiently because you're not fixed to a direction. You don't have a particular tunnel vision of how things are going to be. If something comes up and blows away your plans, you just change direction because you're not fixed. The place where most people get caught up is, I want to be like him. Obviously that's the way to go because he's successful and I've got to somehow do it that way. And that's the whole world of Facebook and Instagram and, and all these coaching things. But really, you can't make something happen if it's not meant to happen. If it's not part of what is happening, basically. I know it sounds depressing when you start to talk about it like that. Because it says, it's beyond my control. But it's actually not beyond my control, because if you come up with a plan, and if that plan's coming from your separate self, The universe can't make it happen because it's too bloody complicated. It's just a little blip. But if you make a plan that is universal, that is actually working from that place of wholeness, the universe will, of course you can. Yeah, of course. Selfishness is not the way, really. You can't manifest a Ferrari very readily, but you can manifest the way that is best for you. I hate these sort of way people talk about learning lessons, life's lessons, all that sort of stuff, but actually we need to experience certain things to complete stuff that's not been fully experienced in the past. What we can do together is explore all the things that are in the way, because you can't say what it is, but you can say what it's not. You can talk about paths that you've followed. We can only talk about experiences, really, or create analogies like the screen and the movie or the space, that sort of stuff. But you cannot talk about something which is already the case. But we all have that experience. Rupert Spire wrote a book called Being Aware of Being Aware. I think that's what we're talking about. If you can be aware of being aware,
Thank you for listening to Facing the Music. We want to extend our gratitude for your company today. For enriching context and further insight into our series, do visit ithesound.com/Terry. We have provided all the pertinent information in the description. For those interested in delving deeper into Terry's compelling journey, his biography, Only Now, is readily available on all major online bookstores. It is an intimate and insightful account of a life dedicated to music and spiritual awakening. Lastly, please visit terryoldfield.com to stay up to date with Terry's latest endeavors. Once again, thank you for your time. This is John Valdivia from ithesound.com.